We call this factorization or factorizing expressions 3, but you can call this factorizing a complete quadratic expression. The expression for factorization 3 must contain exactly 3 terms and must be written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, the very famous general form of writing a quadratic, ax squared plus bx plus c. Your answer will be in the form mx plus n, x plus p. To perform factorization 3, follow the following steps. Now, never forget ax squared plus bx plus c. It's even in the list of formulas. Ensure that the expression has exactly 3 terms, ax squared plus bx plus c, with one of the letters with power of 2 and the other power of 1 and a number at the end, a, b, c. So what is meant by that? X has a power of 2 and x appears again with a power of 1 and a number at the end. And a, b, and c are the coefficients before a, the coefficient of b, x is b, and c is the constant. So when you have a situation like that, you multiply the coefficient of a to the coefficient c to get ac, or the constant c. So the first thing is you multiply ac. Then you obtain 2 factors of ac that adds to give the value of b. Replace bx with these 2 factors as coefficient of x. You now have 4 terms. So you're going to change 3 terms to 4 terms because you're going to expand bx. Apply factorization 1 to the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms separately, keeping the sign in the middle. You will now have 2 identical brackets with factors outside. Place the factor outside in the brackets, then attach the same bracket. Let's do an example. Here you have this example, 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. We can do this example. So as the first step says, to ensure that the expression has exactly 3 terms, ax squared plus bx plus c. Is that the case? 2x squared plus 7x plus 6, yes. Multiply a times c. So let's identify what is a and a, b, and c first before we do that. Although this is not in the steps, let's say which number is a. So a is equal to 2. A is equal to 2. B is equal to 7. C is equal to 6. So now we have to multiply 8 times c. We're going to get AC. 8 times c, which is AC, is 2 times 6. AC is 8 times c, is 2 times 6, which is equal to 12. So this is what this step is saying, multiply 8 times c. Now we have to obtain 2 factors of AC that adds to give us B, B7. So now there are different ways of doing that. So these steps say you must find 2 factors of AC, factors meaning 2 numbers that multiply to give you 12. And those very same numbers have to add to give you 7. So you can start 1. 1 and 12, 1 times 12 is 12, but 1 plus 12 is 13. No, it can't be 1. What about 2? 2 6s are 12, yes, but 2 plus 6 is 8. No. Then you go on to 3. 3 4s are 12, and 3 plus 4 is 7. It must be 3 and 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. And 3 times 4 is 12. Those 2 factors, according to this step, for this example, is 3 and 4. Next step, replace bx with these 2 factors as coefficients of x. Those 2 numbers must come before an x. So 7x must be no more. We have to replace 7x with the 3x and the 4x. That's what's going to happen. So we're going to remove 7x and we're going to put 3x plus 4x. Isn't 3x plus 4x is 7x? Yes, we just expanded 7x. So now we have 4 terms. It says you now have 4 terms. Now we're going to apply factorization 1 to the first 2 terms and the last 2 terms separately, keeping the sign in the middle. So now we're going to apply factorization to the first 2 terms. We have 2 and a 3. Now the highest common factor is 1, so we cannot take out a number, a coefficient. What about x and x squared? So x is the lowest, so x can come out. So what we're going to have, we're going to put an x. We can put it on any side. Okay, so we're going to create a bracket right here. Close this bracket right here. This has to be x and x outside, because when you divide by x, minus 1 is 1, so you're going to have x outside. And if you multiply that back, x times 2x is 2x squared, x by 3 is 3x. Now we're going to apply the same thing here. X is not common, so we cannot factor out x, but when you look at 4 and 6, 2 is the highest common factor. So when you open a bracket, you can put a 2 there, and 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3, and then you close your bracket. And is cross-check, because after this step is done, whatever in the bracket must be repeated, must be exactly the same. You will now have 2 identical brackets. In our case, it's 2x plus 3, 2x plus 3. Place the factor outside in the brackets, then attach the same bracket. So this x and this 2, we're going to place them in a bracket. You can see the reverse of expansion happening. You can see 2x plus 3 appearing twice. So the x and the 2, the plus 2, coming in a bracket, x plus 2, and just take one of these and place them side by side here, and here you have it. One of the ways, that's one way to factorize a quadratic, the opposite of expansion. Your final answer must be in brackets. Whenever you factorize a quadratic, you have to get 2 pairs of brackets.